Hello everybody and welcome to the digital version of library orientation here at Ray Middle School. I'm the librarian, Mr. Ashworth, and I'm going to walk you through some of the resources that you have available just by visiting our website. So that's where we've started today. If you look here, we're on the Ray Middle School Library and Learning Commons webpage. Now if you're not sure how to access this, maybe a better place to start is through our school district's website. So if you start at bville.org and head to schools, we're going to click on where it says our school, Ray Middle School. And along the left-hand column, I have an option to click on Learning Commons Library. Click there, and it leads you back to that exact same page that we were just on. So there's a lot to experience just by going to this website. I'm going to pick out a few highlights and talk to you about them right now. The first thing that I want to draw your attention to is how to search for and find a book in our library. So if you look at this website, the first tab that appears up top is Books. So if I click on Books, it takes you to that portion of the website that leads you to our library catalog. So I can either find books, listen to books, or suggest books. If I want to search in the catalog to see what's available to me, you can click on the word search, or if you scroll a little bit further down, there's a picture of our library catalog. Go ahead and click on that. It'll open up a new web page and it'll take you to our library catalog. Some good news with our library catalog is it looks very similar to how it looked for you in elementary school. It's the same software that runs it. So in order to find something in the library, I can do a quick text search for whatever it is that I'm looking for. It could be the title of a book, it could be a topic that you're interested in. Just go ahead and type in a keyword. You can find if you have a match in our catalog and see if there's books available to you on that topic. So what I'm going to do is search for one of my favorite books, the book Hatchet, and I'll click search. And it tells me I've got 6 results, so it got close. It found a similar book called The River by Gary Paulson. And my second result shows Hatchet. That's the book that I'm looking for. So if I click on the holding, which is in orange and it's underlined, it tells me exactly where those books live in our library. So I'd look in the adventure section in the Ray Library under FICPAU. It looks like we have 3 copies. Only one of those copies is available. It tells me right here, one's missing and then one never came back from last year. So I could go look in the adventure section under FICPAU and I could probably find that book on the shelf. Closing out the library catalog, let's head back to the Ray Middle School Library website. I'm going to continue to scroll down. And another really important area of the website to be familiar with is the Research tab. Now the Research tab is going to have links to all of your databases and online resources that teachers might ask you to go to. Great places to find factual and trustworthy information. So I'm starting to see some resources that I'm familiar with. You might remember Brain Pop from elementary school, and some that maybe you're not familiar with. Here's one called Infobase, Ancient and Medieval History. The 6th graders in social studies study that topic, and it's a really helpful database. So let's just click on one of these that we might want to use, like for example the encyclopedias. Those are great. There's 2. There's Britannica School, and then towards the bottom there's World Book Online. So if I want to access one of those resources to do a little bit of research and learn more about a topic, I'll click on it. But it won't take me right to the resource. It wants me to do something else first. You're going to hit this landing page called the guest area. Now the guest area is a place for you to put in a single sign-on password to get access to all of the resources. Now this might not make much sense to you, but those resources we just looked at, we have to pay to get all access to those websites. So those companies don't want us to have links on the internet to those websites for free for anybody to access. They're just for Ray Middle School students. So in order for you to get to those websites, you have to enter a small password here, and you'll have open access to all of them. So one password unlocks those 10 or 15 websites that we just looked at. So I said it was a small password, and that's the truth. I've already got it typed in here, but you need to know it. It's 3 letters. It's lowercase b, lowercase v and lowercase l. So BVL, and go ahead and press go. And it'll reload a similar page, and what's different, it says databases unlocked. So now all of these links are now live and lead right to the products. And something else popped up too. It says click here for all usernames and passwords. So we'll come back to that, but I think I clicked on Worldbook Online earlier. So if I come back to Worldbook Online, it doesn't take me back to that guest area. What it's going to do is take me right to Worldbook's website. And I don't even have to log in. It says, welcome, Donald S. Ray Middle School. So it knows that you're a student, and now you've got this website. You don't have to log in, and you can use it any way that you want. Closing this page out, heading back to our research links. Remember earlier I said that all of these links are live now, and you would not need a username and password to access them. And that's true. However, if you're working from home or for some reason that it asks you to enter a username and password for any of these websites, the best thing you can do outside of email me is click right here for all usernames and passwords. Now when I click here, it's going to open up another tab, and it's going to open up a spreadsheet with rows and columns of everything that you have access to. So if for some reason one of those websites wants a username and password, and it doesn't automatically link there, you could cross-reference this spreadsheet, and you could see this column here has all of the usernames for the products, and then the column right next to it has all of the passwords for the products. So we just looked at Worldbook Online. If for some reason it asks you for a username and a password, I can just reference this spreadsheet, and I see here's the username, DRayMS, and the password is the word Beeville. Let's close this website out, head back to our main page. Now remember how I got back to there? It says click here for all usernames and passwords. That brought me to the spreadsheet. Before we navigate elsewhere, I should let you know that you have to keep an eye on these products because they change frequently from month to month, and especially from school year to school year. I'm expecting to have a lot of new additions because of coronavirus, and the amount of times that we meet face-to-face will probably be a lot fewer than the times we meet digitally. So it's really important for me to offer you more digital products that'll help you learn away from school. So look for these to be updated, and look for some of the resources to change. And if there's any new usernames and passwords, you know where they're going to be. They're going to be behind this link where it says click here for all usernames and passwords. All right, let's go ahead and close out that research links page and head back to the library website. And if we scroll back up, we talked about how to search for books in the library catalog. We've also talked about research links and websites that you have available to you. And there's plenty more to learn about our library and all of our digital services. There'll be more opportunities for us to talk, but in the meantime, if you have questions or you just want to learn more about our library, feel free to hit me up. There's a contact information over here on my website. It'll take you to my school email address and my phone number here at school, and feel free to reach out if you have more questions or want to know more about our library or want to make suggestions. I'm open to all ideas. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you again soon.